Hello class, my name is Nathan Eloquent and welcome to Blitz Academy. Today we're going to be looking at some algebra rules. So when you start algebra, you're going to start getting equations or problems that you haven't really seen before. Some of these maybe, and what they're always going to say is this little slogan right here, which says solve for x. When they say solve for x, they want you to find the exact value of x that makes the equation true. So we're going to look at some of the rules of algebra, some basic stuff that will help you to solve these equations, and little tricks that you can do to help you solve them with greater ease. Let's look at this first one. We have 3x plus 4 is equal to 1. The first thing you need to remember, whenever there's a number next to a variable, it means that it's being multiplied by that number. So here's x. It's not only 1x, it's actually 3 x's. So it's x times 3, x, x, x. So that's what our value is here. Plus 4, normal number, equals 1, normal number. So we're off to a good start here. But we need to find out what x is. So the first trick that you can do in algebra is based on the commutative property. It's just a word that means that no matter which way you order these numbers through addition or subtraction, it's going to equal the same thing as long as you do it to both sides. So we can use that trick right here. We need to get rid of everything on the side of x. X needs to be all alone. If you're solving for x, get x by itself. So, here we are. Let's see if we can get rid of this 4 right here. We're going to start with the commutative property through addition and subtraction. In this case, subtraction, because 4 is being added here, we need to get rid of it, so let's subtract 4 to this side. But what happens when we subtract to this side? We have to subtract from this side. Do the same thing to both sides. So what we have left is 3x, and then 4 minus 4, that's nothing, that's 0. So we can just get rid of that. And we say 3x is equal to 1 minus 4, negative 3. Whoop, just like that. So, 3x is equal to negative 3. Now, we still have this 3 here. Remember what I said earlier? The 3 is being multiplied to x. So we have to do the opposite. You guessed what it was. We have to divide. So let's take x, 3x, and divide it by 3. And let's divide this negative 3 by 3. And what we're going to get is pretty easy. X is equal to, what's negative 3 divided by 3? Negative 1. So the answer to this question is negative 1. And that's based on this fancy thing called the commutative property, which you're going to find in one of your tests in the future. So remember that. Next, we're looking at some parentheses, which might confuse you for a little second here. You're like, 2 times x minus 1? Is it times x and minus 1? And then equals 4x. So remember, this is being multiplied. With the associative property, or I'm sorry, the distributive property, we can take this 2 and it multiplies with the x and with the negative 1. It distributes the 2 over both of these values. So let's multiply 2 times x, and we have 2x. What is 2 times negative 1? Negative 2 is equal to 4x. So now we have a normal looking equation like we have over here. Let's see if we can get x by itself. Let's subtract 2x from both sides using the rule that we used earlier, and we get negative 2 is equal to is equal to 2x. See what I did there? I subtracted 2x from this side and it canceled. I subtracted 2x from this 4x. See? Subtracted 2x from this other side, and 4x minus 2x is equal to 2x. So negative 2 is equal to 2x. We're back to the part where we need to divide again. Let's divide by 2, and we're going to get x is equal to negative 1. See? Divide by 2, and you get negative 1 is equal to x. And that is our answer there. So only by coincidence do both of these problems end up being the same answer. I didn't really mean for that to happen. Here's the last equation, and we're throwing in another variable, one you're going to see a lot, which is y. Now, if they have 2 variables, they have to give you one of them if they're going to make you solve for the other. In this case, let's change it up. This says solve for x. We're going to solve for y. But they're going to give us the x value, trust me. So in this problem, they're going to say, I don't know, x is equal to 3. So let's solve that. 3y is equal to 4x minus 2. Let's immediately, before we do anything else, plug in 3. The way we do that is with parentheses, so we can remember, just like over here, that it multiplies. So 3y is equal to 4x, where 3 is x, minus 2. So you see this 4 times this 3? That gives us 3y is equal to 12, I'm sorry, this is minus 2. Let me make sure that I remember that there. Minus 2, which gives us 3y is equal to 10. Remember, we subtracted 2 from 12 here. We got to find out what y is. Let's divide. Y is equal to 10 divided by 3, because we divided 3 here, and we divided 3 here. This is a tough number. Y is equal to 10/3. That is technically correct. And a lot of teachers want you to use what is called an improper fraction. If some of them want what's called a mixed fraction with a whole number and a fraction, all you have to do is convert that to y is equal to 3 1/3. And I'll show you the way to convert fractions in another video. So, this was your basic algebraic rules. Remember that using the commutative property, the distributive property, and the associative property, that you can make sure that you can remember how to solve every single one of the algebra problems that you'll find in the future. So, this is Nathan Eloquin with Blitz Academy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see some of my other videos, click on some of the links right here. You can also check out our website at blitzacademy.com or my Facebook page too. So, thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it, and this is Blitz Academy signing off.